What's up, y'all? Welcome to Here for the Hang.
Hang gang. Hanging.
I'm your host, Carlisle Forrester.
I am Bryan Agnew, your co-host.
What's up?
Hello, hello. Good to see you.
We did it.
We fucking made it. I'm late, but we're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Ready to rock.
Ready to rock on a Friday night.
I love it.
Shooting on a Friday.
I've come from Middle America.
I feel that from you.
I've gone to Middle Earth and back is what I feel like. It was quite a trek.
Midwest.
I was
Midwest
opening,
vibes. That's where you got that shirt.
I knew you were going to make fun of my shirt. Okay. It's giving, I just got off of a cruise of some sort.
It's
but
definitely giving that.
Listen, I'm just trying not to, is this
It's
level
giving,
okay?
I got my bowling league after this vibes.
Okay.
But
I'm
in a cool way.
trying to not dress so black and morose and depressed.
It's spring, light colors.
Yeah, just trying to yacht rock it up over here.
I'm not mad at you, honestly. It's a cool shirt.
I mean, this is the thing. I just want to pop on camera.
Pop, pop.
Pop it up.
Poppity pop pop. Thank you for the Celsius, by the way. Sponsored by Celsius.
It's not sponsored by, but we would like to be.
It's not sponsored by anything.
We're both on it today, y'all. So God help the audience.
Help you. Help us. Help us help you.
But
Jerry Maguire.
I have really been around the world and back, I feel.
Yeah, okay.
As we
talk
said
to me.
last week,
go.
I opened for Daryl Hammond.
Amazing. How was it? We haven't talked about it
know him.
purposefully because we wanted to talk about it here.
We were saving it.
We were saving it for the pod.
And this is the thing.
Apparently that's what you say when you're a podcaster. Save it for the pod.
Yeah. Our friendship, it only happens before cameras and lights.
Don't you wish you could do that with like most friends? Just be like, save it for the pod.
It is the way it should be.
They're like, we don't have a podcast. I'm like, I know.
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up. I know.
It's
Better
so
idea.
True.
Don't talk to me.
Listen.
Don't talk to me, but don't tell me about your problems. No one wants the extra things on them.
No.
You know what I mean? We have enough on our plate.
We have enough going on.
Carlisle's wearing that shirt now out of choice because she chooses not to talk to friends because they don't have a podcast together.
Listen, they say dress for the job you want, not the job you have. And I'm applying that to my dating life because I would like to attract like a yacht rock daddy.
Okay, like a Kenny Chesney bro.
Like a boat owner of some sort,
I want that for you so we can all be on a boat.
Yeah, right? You can come on my boat.
Is that cool?
You can hang out with me and Kenny.
Yeah, KC, let's do it.
I mean, just a little gray in the beard, a little money in the bank.
I feel like you're talking about my beard. It's okay.
No, I'm manifesting.
A little gray in the beard,
I feel like
cowboy hat.
I would be a good yacht rock loving man's girlfriend.
Dude, I see that for you like in a real way. Like I
just
can see
hanging
that.
out on the boat,
Yeah, like what's that show on Netflix?
Below Deck?
No. It's like a Outer Banks.
Okay.
It's like a young like teen. They're in Florida. They're like coast by Florida coast.
Yeah.
Like,
you see it for me?
I could see it.
I
don't know what that means really, but
I'm just seeing
on a yacht maybe.
Yeah, like, the musical taste that I have would really go hand in hand with, someone that's like in his gentleman years. I feel like I'm really chill and I could man the boat, just bring me to dock. Like whenever I have gigs.
You're chill. I don't know. Are you chill? Would you be chill though?
I would be if I was dating a man that had a boat. I could just wear this shirt.
Yeah, hell yeah. You rock that shirt, you'd be chill as a cucumber.
Speaking of yacht rock.
Okay, keep going.
That is how I kind of chilled out a situation that needed addressing while I was on the road with Mr. Hammond.
Yes, I'm sorry. We got a little bit diverted from that, but...
No, but I was just thinking in the back of my mind because like this is literally what happened. So we get picked up in Omaha. First of all, the gig is in Norfolk, Nebraska.
Okay, which is how far from Omaha? Because you flew into Omaha.
We flew into Omaha, right. And his people told him that it was just 45 minutes from the airport.
Cool, not bad.
Just 45 minutes from the airport.
Not that bad.
We get to the pickup truck that's taking us, because everybody in Nebraska drives a pickup truck. I don't know if y'all knew. And we get to the truck that's going to take us, and it is the comedy club owner's wife, okay? And she says, do y'all want to stop and get anything before we get on the road? Because it's going to be about a 2-hour drive.
Wait.
And I thought Daryl was going to lose his mind.
The vein starts popping in the neck and the forehead. He's just like on it.
But I haven't even given you the best part. The best part is, this is what I said, save for the pod. Like, there's a 4-year-old child in the back seat of the pickup truck.
Wait, what?
This woman brought her kid with her.
On a 2-hour drive?
On a 2-hour drive.
4 hours for her.
And yeah.
Whoa.
And so not only do we now have this extra leg of travel that we weren't aware of, we're doing it with a 4-year-old, y'all.
Can I ask the question, what was the seating arrangement? Was it...
Daryl was in the back with the kid.
Shut the fuck up. No, he was not.
And I wish I would have gotten video of it.
Wait, he really wasn't in the back?
He really was. He chose the back. When we walked up to the truck, he just went to the back. And I was like, are you sure you don't want to hop in front? And he was like, no, go ahead.
This is pre-visibility on the kid,
This is pre-visibility.
Oh, no.
And then we opened the door, to this coughing, sneezing, suckling. And I mean, this kid literally, he was sneezing like every 10 minutes, I would say.
Sorry, did you say how old? Like 4 years old? Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay.
Which, what we know about children that age is that they're all carriers of something.
Petri dishes.
Yes. Literal Petri dish.
100%.
Disease.
2 hours in a car, confined space, not ideal.
With an iPad, with some sort of game or show or something playing.
The most smudged iPad screen that's ever existed.
No headphones.
Oh, no.
Like just out in the open for the whole car to enjoy as ambient noise.
Plug the kid in.
People just don't respect comedians. Like, this man is a legend. Do you know what I mean? It just, it's so disrespectful to assume that would be okay.
But maybe she thought it was really like personable. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, you know what? I'm going to drive 2 hours. I'm bringing the kid. And I admire this person.
Listen,
they're performing at my husband's club. This is a family. Like, I'm going above and beyond. This is service.
That wasn't the vibe, really.
Okay.
The vibe was much more like, I didn't bother to get a babysitter. But as someone that drives for food delivery services, which we won't say the name, as someone that brings their dog along to deliver like hot wings and such, I get it. Sometimes you just want to take your daughter to work day.
Totally.
I get it.
Yeah, why not?
But in this case, it was just like, we've had a long travel day already.
Yeah.
We're out in these open plains.
How long of a flight is that?
It was 4 hours.
Okay, 4-hour flight.
And we were getting in late.
Damn.
And we had radio in the morning early.
What time did you get in?
We got in at 9:40 p.m.
Yep. Whoa.
And then we were supposed to be on radio at 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like a lot of like, things coming at us
that turnaround
that weren't mentioned when this gig was like pitched to Daryl. Right. So this was all new information for both of us. Right. And this is where the yacht rock comes in. I think, in a very smart choice, I was like, hey, would you mind if I plug my phone in to the car? Luckily, there was an aux cord situation that worked. And I just put in some soothing yacht rock, got a little Doobie Brothers going, a little Michael McDonald, and just drowned out. Listen, who can be mad when Michael McDonald is just in the background? It really soothes out a situation. And it's soothing enough that, it
Great
can
beard,
drown
Michael
out
McDonald.
He's got the best beard.
Shit,
best beard in the game.
I'm going for it.
I'll say it.
Hell yeah. You're probably right.
And it's like, kind of encouraging the kid to go to sleep as well.
It lulls him a little bit.
You get to that one song that's just like,
they?
It was a boy.
Okay. They were still deciding.
Yeah. You get a little Christopher Cross in there sailing away.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, nice.
I just think that yacht
Pass
rock
the kid
is
a little
the
joint.
Best. Yeah, right. It's the best thing to listen to in the car because
go to sleep, kid.
Yeah, it's like it's time travel. That soft rock.
Terrell drugs the kid in the back seat. Go to sleep.
Just
damn it.
slips him like a sleep gummy.
Yeah. A little melatonin.
No, so that was
that's wild.
That was pretty interesting.
Okay, but without we love Daryl Hammond.
We love him. You guys need to go back and watch that episode. What number was it?
Episode 14. No, I have no idea. It's the one with...
Look in the queue. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's just find it.
But so these people, they were very ready to see Daryl. All sold out shows.
You got there on a Thursday.
Yes, because we had to do the radio, early morning radio on Friday.
Saturday, Sunday?
No, just Friday, Saturday. Came back Sunday.
Yep.
And this was the home of Johnny Carson. He's from Norfolk, Nebraska. Okay. So like everywhere you look, there's like a mural or a thing. There was a statue. You know, there's Johnny Carson Boulevard. His childhood home was there.
He's a legend.
We drove past it and we were just like, yep, there it is.
Yeah.
No reason to stop, but cool.
Sick. There it is. Yep.
And I will say about 7 funeral homes in this small town, which freaked me out.
Old town.
Yeah, but why so many? Like we kept asking everyone we came across. Like,
interesting.
It's got to be something between all the meat and the meth. I don't know which.
The meat and the meth, yeah, probably.
It's sending them to these funeral homes because it's a booming business down there in Norfolk.
Damn.
I mean, these people are more obsessed with death than my goth cousin. They're just really into it.
I never met your goth cousin, but you've told me about Timothy.
I don't know if like the cows are murdering people. Like what is happening? There's a lot. 7 is a lot of funerals. Have you ever passed one funeral home in LA? Because I've never noticed.
Would we though?
But out in this place, it was just like, that's all you saw.
I actually pass a funeral home most every day to and from work.
Because you
hilariously enough,
the big one, the Hollywood Forever.
No,
right? No, not what's it called?
This is in Burbank.
Forest Lawn.
Maybe.
Shout out Forest Lawn.
Forest Lawn.
Mortuary.
Shout out
your future home.
Best work that they do.
Hit us up if you want to sponsor.
I'm gonna do the ashes thing.
Oh, I'm gonna do the ashes thing for sure.
Definitely.
Where are you gonna get them spread?
Probably the lake where my family's house is, my parents' house.
Oh, you thought about this?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's for sure where, yeah. It's cool. It's in the middle of the woods. It's in the Northwest. It's fucking awesome.
Now who's morbid?
Well, me for sure.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's
family
cool.
property.
Yeah. Even if my parents sell the house, like someone's going there and throwing it on the yard.
Excuse me, we used to live here and we just need the yard for 2 seconds.
I'm going to ask. I'm going to go down, throw it in the lake, and if they yell at me, they yell at me.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to do mine at Runyon Canyon.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Blend in with all the other ash that's already there. Oh.
Man, sick.
Dark.
Maybe the Palisades. Too soon.
Closest I'll ever get to living there, I'll tell you that. No, but so the shows were great.
Yeah.
First, I had a first.
Tell me about it.
Not to brag, but there was a man that appeared at the shows.
Okay.
That had found 2 pictures of me online.
Okay.
And blown them up to 8x10.
Whoa.
And brought a Sharpie and wanted me to sign them.
That's cool.
Was he special needs? I think so, but it doesn't matter.
That's a fan.
I don't think he had ever heard of Here for the Hang. If you are watching, thank you.
Did you tell the good people that you were performing in front of about Here for the Hang?
Look, of course I did. And we talked about it a lot on that radio gig. So if we have any new listeners
welcome
from the country station
hello
in Nebraska, what's up, y'all? Your name was said.
Oh, nice.
Many a time.
Okay.
I tried to get it on camera, but I was like talking. So
I appreciate that part. Yeah.
But yeah, if you got any big pop on your Instagram over the weekend, that was definitely why.
I saw an uptick.
Yeah.
Briefly.
A lot of country fans.
Yeah, it was like a lot of unfollows. Mostly.
A lot of cowboy hats coming into your feed.
Coming at me. No.
But
that's awesome though.
I was like really shocked that this guy, and he found these pictures. Like, I'm like, where'd these pictures come from? They were from IMDb.
Okay.
Everybody go on my IMDb page and give that a look.
You got a pretty significant resume on the IMDb, right? You keep that updated?
It's a resume.
It's on there.
It's all updated.
It's up there.
Not much to put up there, but I was like, this is crazy. This guy did this. I mean, obviously, I had pictures of Daryl too, but then the comedy club owner was like, Oh, he does this every show. So there's a chance that this guy definitely had never heard of me before. But, everyone needs a hobby.
That's still cool.
It was fun.
Yeah, that's a good time.
A lot of first this weekend. A lot of first.
Yeah.
And I think there's going to be more dates to come.
Okay. That's
and so
very
I'll
exciting.
keep you guys posted for our new Nebraska audience. If you're watching, you can see me maybe come back to this comedy club.
Love it. Love it. I used to work at a sports bar. Nebraska Cornhuskers used to play.
Yeah.
Huge traveling fan base. Literally it was a Fox Sports Grill. They'd buy out the whole place for real. It was crazy. And they know how to drink. People in Nebraska know how to fucking put some beers away.
They know how to drink. They also know how to eat a lot of meat.
Lots of meat, potatoes.
Yeah, it was my kind of place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sturdy. Husky.
I was just in North Dakota in the summertime. Same Midwest vibes, man. It's fun. And South Dakota and Montana. I like it.
Yeah?
I'm here for it. Yeah.
Would you ever live out there?
For sure. Yes, of course. Be a good little place to go. If there was an apocalypse, that's where you're going. Montana.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going.
Well, I'm going to Sardis Lake in Oxford, Mississippi.
That's right. Yeah.
If anybody wants to come.
Last time we're on the pod, I had to answer a phone call because I thought a friend was having a baby. They had their baby.
Oh, congratulations.
Yesterday. First day of spring.
Being a godfather.
No,
right?
not a godfather.
No,
but I was there day one.
Almost made the cut.
I was there day one. I got enough godchildren. I got 2 goddaughters.
Wow.
And no godsons.
Man.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Boy, did they make a choice, huh?
They looked out. I'm just, what I'm gonna do. Cool uncle. It was a cute kid. I'm just like, dude, it's like the older you get, it's like, we're ready when it happens. And I'm happy for all the people in life that are having kids. I think that's great.
Yeah.
But I caught up with a friend who I hadn't talked to in a very long time. And it was so good to hear his voice. He had a baby and he got married, and then we had lost touch for a little bit. His kid's 3. Last time I saw his kid was it was 2.5 years ago.
Right.
And he answers the phone and he's like, say hi to your Uncle Bryan. And the little kid's like, oh, hi, Uncle Bryan. I'm like, oh my God, this kid sounds so smart.
You're like, wow, you're a real human.
Real human. He's like, okay, go play. And then the kid goes and plays and he's like, how you doing, man? And I'm like, God, he sounds so happy. And it made my day to hear that. You know what I mean? And I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, fuck, am I a piece of shit for not having a kid? And then he's like, okay, no, but don't go in the water. Nope, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, do you need to go? He's like, no, it's fine. Totally fine. And then we keep talking and we're catching up. I'm like, God, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Proud friend moment.
Right.
And then the kid just starts screaming and crying. He's like, oh my God, he fell. I got to go. And I'm like, all right.
Exactly.
And then I probably won't hear from him another 2 years.
There it
is.
It's
just like, that's why I'm not ready for that.
There you go.
2 dogs. I'm sturdy. I'm good. We're good.
You're good.
I got the pups.
You got a podcast.
I got the podcast to worry about. I can barely keep track of this.
Exactly.
I'm going to keep track of a kid. I'm going to teach it English.
You think it's going to make you be on time for the pod if you have a kid?
Stop it. You were late last week. Every time I do something, it's amplified.
Throwing them under the bus.
Yep, there it is. They don't know this.
It's all fodder.
It is.
You also work in a different town, so there's that commute.
True.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah. I appreciate your understanding.
Speaking of Burbank.
Yeah.
There is a comedy club there.
Flappers.
It's called Flappers.
Very cool club, actually.
Young Bryan here is a paid regular.
Oh, yeah. I mean.
So y'all need to check that schedule for when he pops up.
Yeah, you do. Show's coming up in April, actually, which is exciting.
I don't perform there a lot, but I will be. If we have any local hang-gangers, I'll be there March 30th, which is next Sunday.
That's exciting.
And then, of course,
I'll be there. Not to perform, but to support.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'll come through for sure. What time is it?
I don't know, 7?
Okay, perfect. Any later than that, I wasn't going.
What was the other thing I wanted to... Oh, yeah. So, speaking of work this week.
Yeah.
I'm kind of having a banner week. So, I came back from this gig, new life, feeling great about comedy.
Hell yeah.
But I also, I don't mind my day job because I know I've talked about it on here before, but I work at this very, shishi club, the upper echelon club of Los Angeles.
It's like the final, it's like one of the stages you would unlock in Grand Theft Auto. You know, it's like you unlock that to then go meet a boss that's like they're having a meal.
Yes.
Right? I think that's a fair description.
Yes.
Like it's nice. It's like Miami Vice vibes.
Yeah.
You know? But
totally.
It's
a lot of palms.
Outrageous membership price.
It's pretty insane. And you have to be invited and you have to pass like...
That's right. You have to be invited. Someone has to recommend you.
You've had three nominations.
3 nominations. That's right.
And then you go before a board and they put all of your like pictures and everything on a screen like this.
They show you, they got naked photos of you. They put up on the screen and they say...
all kinds of things from the internet pop up there.
They said, why'd you do it?
And then they go... the whole board like looks and they judge and they go, do we want Bryan Agnew in? I don't know. Look at this episode of this podcast.
Ooh.
You know, things like of that nature. So it's very exclusive to say the least.
Exclusive.
And a lot of celebs come in on the daily and I usually don't care. I'm over it. I've talked about a few on some episodes. It makes for great content when I tell y'all, oh, I saw this person that. There's only one person that I would truly feel starstruck.
Only one?
I mean, truly with the history that I do with this person.
Okay.
And that person came in this week, and that person was Mariah Carey.
Whoa.
In all of her glory.
Was she singing All I Want for Christmas on repeat?
Listen, she was not.
Was she fabulous as hell?
She was so fabulous that she needed some help getting in the door with all that fabulousness.
Did she really?
She had her handlers, you know, she was just escorted in. She was kind of like ushered in, if you will.
Feels like one of the rarest of celebrity sightings.
It's very rare.
Right?
She doesn't just hang out at, you know, freaking diners.
You don't hear about it.
You're not going to just see her at any old place.
No, definitely not.
So she was just like, this is my childhood, okay?
Okay.
I mean, she was the first CD I ever got.
Oh, wow. All right.
I got 2 at one time, though. Do you want to guess what the other one was?
TLC.
No, but that's a good guess.
Do you have one more guess?
Yeah, I have one more. Think Mississippi.
Think Mississippi?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know now.
Southern.
Oh, Southern. Okay, yeah. Garth Brooks.
Oh my God, you nailed it.
Yeah?
You literally nailed it.
Let's go, baby.
We did not say that before the pod, just so y'all know.
No,
you know me so well.
Shit.
Does that
Country
not say
music.
everything about me, though? Like Mariah Carey, Garth Brooks.
Just that Venn. You're in that Venn diagram.
Yes.
You got that shirt on, but you also live in LA.
So I really wanted to tell her that at any point. You know, whenever you're just like, I'm going to shoot my shot. Like, how can I work this in?
My wife gives me a hard time about any time I've had a celebrity that I've been like that's, she's so one occasion. I don't want to stomp on your story.
No.
But I just, I mean, it's like one occasion that the first occasion, I had saw a famous athlete, Terrell Owens. You're familiar with Terrell Owens?
Don't know him.
One of the best wide receivers in NFL history, statistically, like top 10, I think, for certain categories.
What's a wide receiver?
Wide receiver.
Wait a second, I don't care.
Oh, but you do know. She's from the South, Mississippi. Come on, stop. You know what a wide receiver is.
I mean, I've heard that name before.
He played for the 49ers. He played for the Eagles,
position.
but he was like a huge personality, talk shit. There was always a big deal of like where he was going to go sign. He would hold out. He wouldn't go to training camp if he didn't have certain parameters in place.
A lot of
whatever.
dancing in the end zone.
He ended up on Dancing with the Stars.
Okay. Now you're speaking my language.
My wife and I first started dating. She was working on the show. I went to support the show. It was the finale. It ended. There's like the ballroom that's out there. I walk onto the ballroom because she's like, oh, come meet me out here. Okay, great. Go out there. You know, I see Terrell Owens, and me, just as a fan of football, I'm like, T.O. And he's like walking away, but he's like 5 feet away from me, and he stops. And I'm like, oh, fuck, that's all I had. I don't know.
You're like, I don't know where to go from here.
I'm like, bro, I thought I was at a sporting event. My fault, you know? But he like turns around, and he's like, hey, what's up, man? And I'm like, oh, cool. And like, I'm like sitting there talking to him, and Britt like sees this happening, and she comes up, and she's like, oh, hey, this is my boyfriend, da 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 da. And he's like, oh, good to meet you, you know, gave me some credibility. And I was like, okay, cool, this is fine. She's buffing it, like whatever. And I was like, hey man, like huge fan. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, huge Seahawk fan. And you played on the Niners. And he's like, yeah. And
You're just spouting off back.
Yeah.
And you also played on this team. He's like, yep, I knew that.
And there was this moment on Monday Night Football, very famous moment for football fans. Terrell Owens scores a touchdown. This is in Seattle. He goes into the stands, grabs a Sharpie from a fan, grabs the Sharpie, signs the football, gives the Sharpie and the football back. And then it was like a big deal. They got flagged. It was a whole thing. It was like,
whoa, like it was in like the game.
People
did it.
Game. Yeah, he scored and he did that. And that was like a thing back then that wasn't like people weren't celebrating like that. Like there was a mystique to football, a like hardness, like people celebrated, but they didn't like, there was, I don't know if it was sportsmanship as much as it was like they weren't flashy like that. Yeah. He was flashy, like Deion Sanders flashy. But so he did that, right? And it was a big moment. That was Monday Night Football, whatever. I thought of that and I was like, hey man, remember the Sharpie? And he goes, what? And I was like, do you remember when you did the Sharpie on Monday Night Football? And he was like, yeah, oh yeah. That was cool.
So he did remember.
Of course he remembers.
Okay.
And I was just like, shit, that was crazy.
You're like, that was a cultural moment.
Brittany's like, okay, well, we gotta go. And I'm like, and to this day, every time there's an awkward interaction, we see a celebrity, whatever, and it's just like kind of funny, even if it's not awkward, she'll always go, Sharpie. Always, dude. Always. So anytime there's like an encounter, I'm always like, keep it cool, keep it cool, keep it cool, keep it cool.
Yes, you really do shoot your shot a lot.
I don't give a fuck.
It's like whenever you did your Clinton to Daryl Hammond off the bat.
I don't care.
2 seconds in.
I know it was very hacky and I should have done it. But you know what? It's like for me, like live in the moment.
It was
make a fool of yourself.
Well received.
Be memorable.
It was wide received.
It was wide received. I don't know if it was well received. He was very much like, no, people do that all the time. Yeah. And it was one of those things I was so in my, like, I got to get this out of my mind moment.
Yeah.
That I didn't even pick up what he was putting down of like, yeah, you had to do it, didn't you?
You weren't the first.
And I'm like, yeah.
And you weren't the last.
I'm like, wait, this isn't your first experience in having a conversation with somebody?
I think a lot of people wanted him to do Sean Connery. That was the one that kept coming up.
You know what's funny is I thought of that too. Yeah. After the fact.
That's the one he's known for as well. And people always ask him to do that. I've clocked that just from being around him this one weekend. But
does he do it?
Yeah, okay. He does it. But like the opener before he left the stage, like he came back on the stage and like as he was walking off, he was like, wait, before you go. He really wanted to see that Sean Connery. And he's like, I thought it was over. It was like kind of because he didn't do it at his act. He has, newer stuff now. But people love what they love. And I just wanted Mariah to know.
Yeah, let's go back to Mariah. Tell me about Mariah.
Because Mariah has
So did you serve her?
Gravitas. Yes.
Okay.
I served her. I was like, nobody else is touching this table.
That's mine.
Like, this is my girl. This is my girl since the 90s when her debut album, Mariah Carey, came out. And it has this song on it.
Friends in Low Places.
It has this song on it called Make It Happen, which was kind of like my anthem for like dreaming, believing I could move to LA to be an actress.
Cool.
Like the message is like, you can make it happen.
Totally.
Maybe some fans know it. Other people are like, why are you giving this old ass reference? But it's a great song. If you want a newer Mariah reference, there was a song called Make It Through the Rain. Yeah. I Can Make It Through the Rain.
I know that song.
Which was out like whenever I had first moved to LA. And then that was kind of my anthem. Because,
So it's like every chapter you kind of gotta.
She's always been there.
Yeah. Totally.
She's always been there for me. And she comes out with an album, no joke, like every year.
Still?
Yeah. And a lot of people don't realize that.
I didn't realize that at all.
She's still cranking them out. I mean, I don't even know a lot of the newer stuff.
Interesting.
And I've seen her in concert many a time. Okay. I think like 8 times at this point.
Yeah.
Most recently I saw her in Vegas and she has like a residency there. And I waited for a moment. This is very Bryan Agnew of me. I waited for a moment when she was drinking water to yell out, I love you. I know. Everybody's cringing at home. I'm cringing along with you. It was my birthday.
Oh, no, it's great. It's hilarious.
I was just going to put it out there. It went unreturned.
Ooh.
And my friends did laugh a lot.
Was the crowd quiet and you got a I love you in and everyone heard it?
Everybody heard it and everybody cringed right along with me because she did not say anything back.
Because she like finished the water and she was like, anyway. And you're like, your birthday's ruined. You go and you tell her that story.
But I did. Shit. No, there were so many stories I could have told her.
Yeah.
But on this day, I just wanted her to know, like, hey, I see you. I know who you are. Because she wasn't getting, people were kind of gawking, but they were in a private area of the restaurant. And people would like come and like look out the window kind of at her. But like nobody's going to come to the table at this place.
Yeah, because it's like.
You can't do that.
No.
You have to keep your cool.
That's why you have to be nominated. You have to be like vouched for. People.
And you can't network. We've had members.
Right.
That have been kicked out for networking. Literally. Like real estate agents that were going around giving out business cards to the rich people. It's like, no, you can't do that.
I worked for a producer who had to, who wanted a membership, and it was a whole thing. And it was just like, as I was doing it and coordinating all of it for him, I was just like, this is fucking ridiculous. Like, how wild.
At our club or at Soho?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know if he got in?
He did. Yeah.
Oh.
He has it like that. Yeah.
I'm sure I serve him once a week.
You probably do. We'll talk about it off camera.
We'll talk about it off air. But so there was a moment, I saw it. I was going to shoot my shot. The member paid because Miss Mariah is not a member yet. And so I was dealing with that. And I was like, thank you. And then there was like some menus in front of her to be cleared. And I cleared the menus and I just said, it was a pleasure, Miss Carrie. And then she looked up and I said, I kind of like mouthed it.
You did?
Yeah. So that the table, so it wouldn't be like weird to the table. And she goes, oh, thank you.
That's awesome. That's tasteful.
Yeah. I wanted it to be tasteful and it was like genuine.
Yeah.
The way I did it. And I feel like at that moment she was like, oh, this girl's actually like really a fan.
Yeah.
Because everybody's a fan. Who's not a fan of Mariah?
Could you imagine if you were like, I love you. And she was like. Bro, I could see it.
It happened before. I mean, whenever I used to work at Les Deux, when I used to do the bottle service gig, I had a letter.
Shout out Ronnie.
I had a letter written for her in my locker. Because I was like, she's going to come in one day.
Wait.
Yes.
You preemptively.
Yes. This is back in the day.
How long did you... Okay. But wait. So you wrote her a letter.
Yes.
Thinking I work at Les Deux now.
Yeah.
She's for sure going to come in.
She's going to make her way in one day.
I know she's been in it before.
Yeah. Or no, I don't think she ever did.
But she was like kind of bouncing around. She was a little bit more sceney at that time.
Yeah, this is like before she had kids and whatnot.
Right.
So I thought she would eventually come in. Everybody came into that club.
At what point from getting the job, like you got the job and then you wrote the letter? And then you're like, I'm going to hang on to this? Or did you write the letter when you lived in Mississippi and then you came to it, you had the letter for like 3 years?
No, I had it just like kicking around in my locker.
But okay,
but then you know what I was thinking? I was like, and then at what point did I just like give up and throw it away?
I'll bet it's still at your house.
I was like, I wish I had it to give to her now.
Do you know?
I definitely wrote to her when I was a child and I got things back from the Mariah Carey fan club because I was so into that whenever I was a kid.
You were a huge Mariah Carey fan.
Well, I did that for everybody though. I was like in the Reba McEntire fan club.
Reba was huge, man.
Reba was great. I was in
awesome,
the Lisa Frank fan club.
Okay.
If anybody knows Lisa Frank.
I don't. But I said okay like I did because I didn't want to.
Lisa Frank is like stationery and stickers. Very colorful. You don't remember this?
I'm lost.
No, it's before your time.
Yeah.
The Barbie fan club. I used to write to Barbie magazine and I used to take pictures with all my Barbies lined up with just me. Because in the back of the magazine, in Barbie magazine, in the back, they would be like, and this is so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. And they would have their collection, but it was like nothing. Like I had like hundreds of Barbies.
Oh, yeah.
I remember because, we used to have a bar and restaurant whenever I was growing up.
Yep.
And we had like a bunch of college girls that were cocktail waitresses.
Okay.
And they would come over to my house and they would see my Barbie collection. And I remember so many times they'd be like, do you know that you're spoiled? Like,
really?
Yes, because I had so many Barbies.
Oh.
Look, Barbies are not expensive, you know, especially back then.
I thought they were.
Well, back then they were like $10,
bro.
$20 maybe for like the nicer. I mean,
I loved getting Ken dolls as a kid, and we didn't get them very often.
Did you really get Ken dolls?
No. I used to get like Star Wars action figures.
Yeah.
Wrestling guys was a huge, like WWF.
Okay.
Like I would get like Hulk Hogan and Sting, and they'd battle it out. You know what I mean?
If you met Hulk Hogan, would you be starstruck?
Yeah, probably. Probably for sure, yeah. I'd be like, what's up, brother?
It could happen. Listen, like, we're in LA.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe less so. I don't know.
Now that you know he's racist.
I might be more because he's racist, you know? I might make it more intimidating.
All right, edit that out. I'm just kidding.
Get that out in post. It's okay. People have fallen off by now.
I can't see that timer.
36.
Can you? Okay.
36.
Sorry, I have a set tonight. At the Kookaburra Lounge.
Exciting. Where
LA
we have
people.
a show on the 17th of April.
Great segue. This is why you're my co-host.
Please come through.
Everybody get
tickets. It's going to be a
tickets.
great lineup.
Get tickets at kookaburralounge.com.
Guests to come that will be on the lineup.
Once we book them.
We're manifesting.
Yeah.
We're sitting here tomorrow to do it. It's fine.
Sound off in the comments who you would like us to book.
Who would you like to see at the show?
Be super
and will you be there?
If you had their email.
And should we sit down and do something like this maybe? Should we like kind of rethink it? It doesn't have to be just stand-ups.
Yeah.
Get a little music in there. There's a piano on stage.
Listen.
Do maybe a couple mics.
To be discussed.
We're going to talk about it.
Off camera.
I don't know. Yeah. I got excited.
It's the Celsius.
It's definitely the Celsius. I needed this.
I love it.
Yeah. What else?
Is there anything else?
Oh, I bought a Tesla.
Wait, what?
Yeah. No, I didn't.
I was like, are you secretly?
No. But I thought, wouldn't that be wild if I did? Are people buying them
too?
No, I wouldn't. I can't afford that.
I have passed many a car in LA that says like anti-Elon Tesla owner.
I've always looked at Teslas, like the Cybertrucks especially, and just had to, like, every time you see one, you look at them because they're just either ugly as hell, but somehow they're just mesmerizing. Like, because they just don't look, like, they're so angular. You're
mesmerized because you want to see who's going to get out of it. Because half the time in this town, it's, could be Kanye.
I've seen a little Asian get out of it many times. And I'm always like, wait, what? Like, it doesn't equate. You know what I'm saying? But like all sorts of different people like the Cybertruck, whatever. That's neither here nor there. But it's just funny because now you look at it and it's like people in that think that you're hating them.
Yes.
And I'm genuinely not. I'm just always looking at it like, how did that make it past the design phase? Like, how did we get here?
It looks like it's ready to go to war. It looks like a war truck.
It does. It looks a little wild. But
you know what I think is freaky?
They got some cool electric cars right now, though.
Yeah.
Jaguar has one that looks amazing. Okay. Like, it looks like...
But you don't want an electric car because they could cut off the power grid at any point, and then how are you going to charge it?
I think it's... Yeah, I mean, listen, I think... who knows about any of that? I don't. I certainly don't.
I say let's get into a conspiracy.
The design of it, though, looks cool. Like, it looks like... Like, I want them to bring back body style of cars, like how they used to have in like the 1920s, 1930s a little bit. You know what I mean? Like they would have those long body Rolls Royces. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I can picture it.
Like those kind of cool fucking cars that look like the wind's pulling them. I don't know. They could do some cool shit now. I don't know.
I like a box.
I'm always interested in that. But see, that's, no, you don't. But you do. You do like a
Bronco,
box.
Yeah.
And then your other car was
my other car was like a toaster on wheels. It was a Scion.
It was a great one.
And then my car in high school was an Isuzu Trooper, which is also a box. And they don't even make those anymore.
No, but those were cool cars.
Oh, the best.
I've had a lot of hatchbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Hatchback, I don't like it. I need height.
Yeah.
I need to be able to feel like I'm above the other cars in case anything goes down. You feel like you're going to survive.
It's good. No, you got to be safe. Yeah.
Like hatchback, somebody could just come in a Tesla and rear into you and you're done.
Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Whoa. Isn't it funny that a car is political now? What's happening? What's happening?
I know you like to get political.
But I'm not. I literally was talking about it.
Don't do it.
I'm not even getting political. Dead air.
Okay, sorry. It's 2 seconds.
It doesn't matter.
We'll edit it out in post. Any other things you want to plug before we wrap this bad boy up?
Yeah, I have a show on what is today? The 21st. I have a show on the 28th.
Okay.
That is at the Haha Cafe.
I wouldn't say that out loud.
It is a bringer show. I need 10 people. No,
Please,
I don't have anything.
Write in the comments.
Yeah. I'll be in Arizona next weekend. Yeah, I need you to come, please, or I can't get up on stage.
Yeah.
No, I don't got nothing. I'm gonna go enjoy a nice date night with the wife. That's about it. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah. I will say I went and saw Snow White. I saw the new Snow White.
What do you think of that? How did you? Oh, because your wife roped you into it.
It was like yeah. It was a premiere.
Anything to say about that?
Listen, here's the thing.
Did you walk the red carpet? It was a premiere.
Yeah. The whole thing. It was cool.
All right, Hollywood.
Cool. It was very Hollywood.
Okay.
I talked to the dude. You know who he's in Oppenheimer and he's in Late Night with the Devil. Did you see that one? It's actually pretty good.
I did not.
Oh, I forget his name. He's in Oppenheimer. He's in The Dark Knight. He's the crazy guy in The Dark Knight. He's not Heath Ledger. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're getting off topic.
All right,
Snow White. Listen, they had open bar at the premiere. I drank with a friend. We were celebrating a good time. My wife was working. I was proud of her, and I watched it. And
Shout out, Brit.
Shout out, babe.
Working lady.
I watched it. Thought it was great.
Okay.
Thought it was I was just very cool. And then today, friends messaged me, and because it came out today, 44% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
So yeah, I guess I was drunk. I guess that's the ultimate takeaway.
And this has been Movie Reviews with Bryan Agnew.
That's why you won't see me producing movies. They're like, you want to do what? Not here, son. Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, y'all, this has been fun. Everybody, please give it a like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
We will be back next week with a new episode of Here for the Hang.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you.